Welcome back. It's art time, class. Today, we're going to be writing our name and decorating it and entering our personal information in without the help of our parents. Let's get started. First, you'll need to find your assignment. To find your assignment, you can click at the top 3 little lines at this top left corner. And you can see all your classes listed here. Click on the Home button or your classes, and you'll see your classes listed here with their border. Click on My Name or Mi Nombre under the Art class. You'll see the gray border. That's for art. You can click right on that little those words at the bottom to get to the assignment. Down here, you'll see the cue to review. You'll also see the writing prompt as well. You'll see the form attachment and the video. You'll need to click the purple square, the marado cuadrado, and open up that form. Here is the cue to review. Let's review that. We will write our name and decorate it. I will practice entering my information without parents' help because students need practice entering their information without help. Our do is practice entering your personal information without help and write your name without help and decorate it with lines. The review is a writing prompt, and we'll go over that at section 3 of the form. Here's the personal information. I've noticed that a lot of parents are helping students with this part, and that's okay. But by the end of this calendar year, that's by the end of December, I really want students to be able to do this by themselves. Go ahead and enter your first and last name, select kindergarten, and put the homeroom teacher's name here. Then click Next. Now it's time for your student to practice this. Parents, if you want to write out the information on a sticky note, or if you want to write out the information on their journal for them to copy, you may do that. I'm going to go ahead and write Art. I'm going to go down a line for the second name since it's going down here. That's going to help your student know where to put the word. Then you're going to do the circle because they're going to click in the circle here, and then class is at the bottom. Be sure when you're writing out the information for them to practice, you want to make your handwriting look like these letters here. So the A for art looks like the A over here. You'll notice the A does not look like this A here. So be sure to try to make it look like this A the best you can. Right, dot. Parents, you need to be sure to give your students time to do this. It's going to be frustrating to not help them, but you need to let them try on their own. You may give them hints if you'd like. You could say the letter is on the left side or the right side. You might say the letter looks like this and point at the letter if you wrote it out for them. You could say the letter's on the top row or the first row to help guide them, but try to let them do it on their own. If they enter in the information incorrectly, it's okay. They will have no points taken off. This is a chance for them to try and practice. Once they're done, you'll click Next. All right, now for the writing prompt. In kindergarten, you need to write your name. You do not have to write all sentences. You can write one sentence, but you don't need to write a sentence. You're in kindergarten. You are still learning how to write all the letters. So if your kindergartner can only write their name, just have them write their name. If they can write more, which there are several kindergartners who can write more because they've been practicing or they were in pre-K last year, so they have that practice already, they can write out the sentence stem if they'd like. But you do not have to, okay? So have the student practice writing their name. If they can add the title, which would be name. Oh. I'm going to make my letters like this. There we go. And then the date. Today's date is 9/23/20. If your student can write sentences, they are definitely welcome to answer the question. There's also a GT question here for anyone who really wants to get their students thinking at high level. The question is, what details did you add? ¿Qué detalles agregaste? I'm learning Spanish. The vocabulary words this week are art, line, name, arte, línea, nombre. So this question is to examine and identify the details. Here's the sentence stem. I added blank to my name. To answer this question, I need to first do my drawing. So up here, you can have your student write their first name or their first and last name. I'm going to do art, time, and then to decorate it, let your student, they can draw a picture around it. I'm going to draw a house, a big house, a grande casa. Let them add any details they might want to add. I'm going to turn this into a door. And this will be a window. I'm going to add a person here. Let's see here. I'm going to add a bumpy line. Sometimes roofs have cool little bumps on them. Your student can add color if they have crayons or markers. For kindergarten, I recommend using crayons. Since kindergartners normally press down very hard with their items as they're still learning, that is not very good for markers. It shows through on the paper very easily. See more red on the roof. When coloring in, I'm going to go on that outer edge. And then I'm going to color on the inside. Then I'm going to add grass. See, I'm going to need some green. For grass, you want to be sure to use little bitty lines that go up. I've seen some students go back and forth. You want to do little bitty lines that go up. That's going to help it really look like grass, because that is the way grass grows. All right. So now I'm going to answer my question, sentence stem. Remember, kindergartners do not have to do this sentence if they're not already writing sentences. They do not need to start all of a sudden. I added, and I have it spelled for them. You can zoom in to make that easier for your student to see. I added a house to my name. Porque casa a mi nombre. Ooh, yay! All right. If you'd like to do the GT question, this is a question that gets your student really thinking more. They can rate their details and design instructions for others to follow to create the same details. So this is like your student is explaining what they did. They tell you how they liked it, and they come up with ways to teach someone else how to do it themselves, which is very, very high level. Once you're done with this, you go ahead and click that submit button. Okay, click done up here. And it's going to bring you back to here. Down here at the bottom, click on this and add attachment. You're going to need to take a photo. I'm finding most students are able to do this already in kindergarten pretty self-sufficiently by themselves. I like my photo. I'm going to go ahead and use photo. So click that at the bottom. Give it some moments to load. And I'll see it pops up here in just a moment. There it is. So I can go ahead and click turn in and turn in. I see that it says unsubmit. It says submit, unsubmit right there. I know that it's already turned in. Parents, if you want your child to practice entering their information in again, you can definitely click on that form again and have them do it a second time, or 3 times, or 4 times, however many times you want them to practice. We're going to be practicing it for a couple weeks until most of our students are able to do at least part of it on their own. Okay, so again, the goal for that personal information is for them to be able to do it on their own by the end of December. Here are some more ideas. If you're thinking that you don't want to do a house, you could decorate it with flowers. You could pick a favorite video game like Minecraft and decorate your name that way. It's up to you on what you do to decorate. We did it, guys! Till next time, keep being creative.